Hello students, in this video we are going to cover first lesson of Geography 6th class NCERT. So the first question is Purnima is also known as option A full moon, B new moon. The correct answer is option A full moon. Second question is Amavasya is also known as option A full moon, option B new moon. The correct answer is option B new moon. Third question, what are the celestial bodies? Option A objects which emit light during day, B objects which emit light during night, C all those objects which shine in the night sky, option D A B C. So the correct answer is option D. All these options are correct. The celestial bodies are the objects which shine during day, during night. Okay. So any body which shine in the sky is called a celestial body. So in this aspect, does Earth come under celestial body or not? So the Earth doesn't come under these celestial bodies because the celestial bodies are taken with the reference from the Earth. Okay, as Earth is a reference point, the other objects except Earth are called the celestial bodies. The examples of the celestial bodies are sun, moon, stars. All these shine in the night sky, shine in the sky, right? So all these are called celestial bodies. So here for the third question, option D is the correct answer. Fourth question, celestial bodies are made of gases called option A asteroids, B meteoroids, C planets, D stars. So here asteroids contain rock material, meteoroids contain rock materials, planets also contain rock materials. So the gases, the celestial bodies which are made up of gases are called stars because stars shine and they are a combination, they are gaseous particles, right? So the stars is the correct answer. Even these planets, meteoroids, asteroids also come under celestial bodies. Don't get confused. But the question is the celestial bodies made of gases are called stars. Okay. If the question comes like if celestial bodies made up of rock particles, then asteroids, meteoroids, planets will be the answer. Okay. So for this fourth question, option D, that is stars, is the correct answer. Fifth question, various patterns in the night sky formed by a group of stars is known as option A constellations, B solar system. So option A is correct. It is constellations. Okay. Constellations means a group of stars which form a definite pattern or a definite shape. So those are termed as constellations. Option A is the correct answer. Now coming to sixth question, Ursa Major constellation is also known as option A Big Bear, option B Saptarishi. So it is also known as Big Bear. Okay, and Saptarishi is called as 7 stars. It is a combination of 7 stars and it is a part of Ursa Major constellation. Okay, Saptarishi is a part of Ursa Major constellation, whereas this Ursa Major constellation is also known as Big Bear constellation. Okay, so the seventh question is, so here option A is the correct answer. Now the seventh question, the constellation formed by 7 stars is, please correct this one, not constitution, it is constellation. Okay, the constellation formed by 7 stars is option A Big Bear, option B Saptarishi. Just now I have said you 7 stars is Saptarishi. Okay, and it is a part of Ursa Major constellation. So option B is the correct answer. Eighth question, a star which indicates north direction is option A North Star, B 7 star. Option A is the correct answer. And here's ninth question is North Star is also known as option A Saptarishi, B Pole Star. So it is option B Pole Star. Okay, Pole Star determines the north direction. Okay, this pole star is also called North Star. And 10th question is some celestial bodies that do not have their own heat and light are. So now here we have learned that celestial bodies are the bodies which shine in the night sky, or anything which shine in the sky. But see here, even moon also comes under these celestial objects. But does a moon produce its own heat and light? No. Same in that aspect, many celestial bodies doesn't produce their own heat and light. For example, planets, moon, all these come under celestial bodies which doesn't have their own heat and light. For example, see, we'll check into the answers. Option A, stars. See, star, even a sun is a star, but it produces its own heat and light. So A is not included, not the answer. Next, B, sun. Sun is also not the answer. So C, planets is the answer. These are celestial bodies. Why planets are celestial bodies? We can see Venus planet like a star in the evening. Okay. Why? Because it shine in the sky. Venus and Jupiter also. We can see from the earth. So planets are celestial bodies. Why? Because it shine in the sky. So option C is the correct answer. Planets doesn't produce heat and light on its own, but it reflects it. Okay, option C is the correct answer. Now 11th question is some celestial bodies that emit heat and light are. Now this is option A, option A, stars, B, moon, C, planets. So here, see, moon doesn't produce its own heat and light. Planets also doesn't produce its own heat and light. Okay, the only option left is option A, stars. So answer A is the correct answer. Now 12th question, our nearest star is option A, Mars, B, Venus, option A, Mercury, B, Venus, C, Mars, and D, Sun. So our nearest star is option D, Sun, whereas all these above are planets. Now 13th question, natural satellite of Earth is option A, star, B, Sun, C, moon. Option C is the correct answer. Here natural satellite means a satellite is defined as the body which revolves around the Earth. Okay, that is called a satellite, but here it is given as a natural satellite. So moon is a satellite, natural satellite, whereas artificial satellites are human made spacecrafts and satellites. All these are artificial satellites. So one and only natural satellite for Earth is moon. So option C is the correct answer. 14th question, satellite means option A, which revolve around sun, B, which revolve around planets. So the correct answer is option B, which revolve around planets, is called a satellite. And the natural satellite of Earth is moon, and the artificial satellites are many which revolve around the Earth, and those are made up of humans. So the 15th question is the distance between Earth and Sun is option A, 120 million kilometers, B, 150 million kilometers, C, 170 million kilometers, and D, 200 million kilometers. So the correct answer is option B, 150 kilometers. The distance between the Earth and Sun is 150 million kilometers. 16th question, in the meeting of International Astronomical Union, Pluto was considered as option A, satellite, B, star, C, planet, D, dwarf planet. So option D is the correct answer. In this International Meeting of Astronomical Union in 2004, Pluto was considered as a dwarf planet. Okay, it is removed from the solar system list of planets. Okay, so the correct answer for this is option D, that is a dwarf planet. And 17th question, the third nearest planet to the sun is option A, Venus, B, Mars, C, Earth. So the correct answer is option C, Earth. How to remember the sequence of planets? The trick which is given in the NCERT is my very efficient mother just served us nuts. Okay. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. Just remember those starting letters. My, M for my, V for Venus, M for Mercury, E for Earth, all those comes. Okay. So the third planet is Earth. 18th question, fifth largest planet is. It is also asked in UPSC questions. Okay. So it is Earth. Fifth largest planet is also Earth. Option C is the correct answer for 18th question. And 19th question, shape of Earth is. Option A round, B plane, C geoid. So the correct answer is option C geoid. 28th question, Aryabhatta was famous. Option A astronomer, B mathematician, C economist. So the correct answer is option A astronomer. 21st question, Aryabhatta said. Option A, moon and planets shine on their own. B, moon and planets shine due to the reflected sun. So the correct answer is option B. Okay. As per Aryabhatta, moon and planets shine due to reflected sunlight. 22nd question, nearest planet to the sun is. Option A Earth, B Mars, C Venus and D Mercury. The nearest planet is Mercury. Option D is the correct answer. 23rd question, the distance between moon and earth is. Option A 384,400 kilometers. Option B 3.5 million kilometers, C 150 million kilometers and option D 3,88,888 kilometers. So the distance between the moon and earth is option A. Okay, it is 3,84,400 kilometers. Then the distance between this earth and sun is 150 million kilometers. Okay. And the time taken for the light, that is for the sunlight to reach the earth is 8 minutes. Okay, remember this one. The distance between earth and sun is 150 million kilometers. The time taken for the light to reach from the sun to earth is 8 minutes. And here the distance between the moon and earth is 3,84,400 kilometers. Okay, now 24th question, Neil Armstrong was the first person. Okay, it is first person to option A to step on the space, B to step on the surface of Mars, C to step on the surface of moon. So the correct answer is option C. Neil Armstrong was the first person to step on the surface of moon. And on 21st July 1969, Neil Armstrong reached moon. Okay, landed on the moon. So the 25th question is, light of sun takes how many minutes to reach the earth? Option A 2 minutes, B 6.2 minutes, C 8 minutes. So the correct answer is 8 minutes. Okay. Now what is the distance between earth and sun? It is 150 million kilometers. And earth and moon is 3,84,400 kilometers. So the 26th question is, the moon revolves around the earth in option A 25 days, B 365 days, C 1 day, D 27 days. So the correct answer for this is option D 27 days. 27th question, why only one side of the moon is visible to us? Option A, it takes exactly same time to complete one spin around earth. B, it takes longer duration to complete one spin around earth. So the correct answer is option A. It takes exactly the same time to complete one spin around the earth. So only one side of the moon can be seen from the earth. Okay, so only one side is visible from the earth. 28th question, first Indian to land on moon is option A Rakesh Sharma, B Bachendri Pal. So option A Rakesh Sharma is the correct answer. 29th question, numerous tiny bodies which moved between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter are. Option A asteroid, B comets. Please correct the spellings. There are spelling mistakes here and there. Okay. So option B comets. So the correct answer is asteroids. Okay. And the belt of these asteroids which are formed between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter are called asteroid belt. Is that clear, guys? So option A is the correct answer. Now the 30th question is small pieces of rocks which move around the sun are option A meteorites, B comets, C asteroids. So here the correct answer is option D, that is A and C, because they asked in the question small pieces of rocks, right? So comets are very big rock particles and it takes some thousands of years to revolve around the earth. So it is like it is generally present in the outer space out of the solar system. So comets are not included in this. So option A and C are the correct answers. They are small pieces of rocks. But asteroids, this meteoroids are smaller than these asteroids when compared to size. So option D is the correct answer. 31st question, galaxy is option A, a system of billion of stars, option B, a system of billions of comets. So the correct answer is option A, a system of billions of stars. 32nd question, the planet known as the Earth's twin is option A, Jupiter, B, Saturn, C, Venus. So the correct answer is option C, Venus. Venus is also known as Earth's twin because both are similar in size and shape. Is it clear, guys? So the option C is the correct answer for 32nd question. 33rd question is all the planets move around the sun in a option A circular path, B rectangular path, C elongated path. So the correct answer is option C, elongated path. So all the planets move around the sun in an elongated path. 34th question, the pole star indicate the direction of option A south, B north and C east. So the correct answer is option B, north. The pole star indicates the direction of north and the pole star is also called as North Star. Okay. And which constellation indicates pole star? It is Saptarishi constellation. Okay. So the 35th question is asteroids are found between orbits of option A Saturn and Jupiter, B Mars and Jupiter, C Earth and Mars. Here the correct answer is option B, Mars and Jupiter. 36th question, Milky Way is option A cluster of millions of stars, B cluster of millions of galaxies. So the correct answer is option A, cluster of millions of stars. 37th question, Milky Way is also known as option A Akasha Ganga, B Saptarishi. Option A is the correct answer. Milky Way is also known as Akasha Ganga. Then what is Saptarishi? Saptarishi is a constellation. It is a small constellation and it is a part of Ursa Major constellation. Okay, now what is this Ursa Major constellation also known as? It is also known as Big Bear constellation. And what is constellation? Constellation is a group of stars which form a similar pattern or shape in the sky. Those are called constellations. Okay, so the 38th question is which of the statements are true? First, scientists assume that meteoroids are part of exploded planets. 2. Asteroids move between orbits of Mars and Jupiter. So here the correct answer is option option A 1, B 2, option C 1 and 2, option D neither 1 nor 2. Okay, so the correct answer is option C 1 and 2. Scientists assume that meteoroids are part of exploded planets and asteroids move between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Now, what is the difference between asteroid and meteoroid? The rock particles which move between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter are called asteroids, and those belt is the belt of asteroids between these orbits are called asteroid belt. Whereas coming to meteoroids are inside this asteroid belt. Okay, the small rock particles which move randomly around the sun is called meteoroids, and these are inside this asteroid belt. And what are comets? Comets are very big rock particles which takes thousands of years to revolve around the earth, the sun. Okay. Comets take thousands of years to revolve around the sun. So that is the difference between asteroid, meteoroid and comets. Okay, now coming to the 39th question, the word planetae means option A wanderers, B shining stars. The correct answer is option A wanderers. So 40th question, the planets which are very close to sun are option A inner planets, B outer planets. The correct answer is option A inner planets. 41st question, the planets which are very far from the sun are option A inner planets, B outer planets. So which are very far, then it is called outer planets, and which are very near to the sun are called inner planets. So 42nd question, which of the statements are true? First statement, Mars is an outer planet. Second statement, Jupiter is an inner planet. See here friends, I said you a trick to remember the sequence, right? My very efficient mother just served us nuts. So this is a sequence of words to remember. So here, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars belong to inner planets. Okay, and the other four, that is Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, belong to outer planets. Okay, these inner planets are also made up of rock particles, whereas the outer planets, that is Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, are made up of gaseous elements. Is that clear, guys? So here Mars come under inner planet. Okay, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars come under inner planets. Okay, so option 1, statement number 1 is wrong. And coming to the statement number 2, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune come under outer planets list. So statement number 2 is also wrong. And the belt which is formed, what lies between Mars and Jupiter orbits? Asteroid belt lies. Okay. So here both the statements are wrong. So option D, that is neither 1 nor 2, is a correct answer. 43rd question, consider the following statements. First statement is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars are made up of rocks. Second statement, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune are made up of gases and liquids. Third statement, the planets which are made up of rocks are called inner planets. Fourth, the planets which are made up of liquid and gases are known as outer planets. So all these statements are correct. So given in the options, option A 1, 2, 3, B 1 and 2, C 1, 2 and 4, D 1, 2, 3, 4. The option D, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 statements are correct. Okay, the inner planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and these are made up of rock particles. And the outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and these are made up of gases and liquids. Coming to 44th question, time taken for Mercury to revolve around the sun is option A 360 days, B 88 days, C 58 days and D none. The correct answer is option B 88 days. It takes 88 days to revolve for a Mercury to revolve around the sun. 45th question, which planets have rings around them? Option A Earth, Mars and Venus, B Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, C Mars and Saturn and D none of the above. So here the correct answer is option B. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus have rings around them. 46th question, the largest planet is option A Earth, B Jupiter, C Saturn and D Uranus. The correct answer is option B Jupiter. 47th question, is the orbit of Earth constant? Option A yes, B no. It is not constant. Okay, the orbit of the Earth is not constant. It frequently changes its orbit. So 48th question, consider the following statements. 1. The bodies which emit light are called celestial bodies. 2. The bodies which do not emit light are not celestial bodies. Which of the following statements are true? Option A 1, B 2, C 1 and 2, D neither 1 nor 2. So here guys, the bodies which emit light are called celestial bodies. This is true. And tell me, the bodies which do not emit light are not celestial bodies is correct statement or wrong? Recall the statement of celestial bodies. Celestial bodies are those objects which shine in the sky. It is not related to whether it produces its own heat or light, or which doesn't produce its own heat and light. Okay, even the moon is a celestial body, but it doesn't emit light on its own. Okay, so option 2 is wrong, because the bodies which do not emit light are also called celestial bodies. So only one statement is correct. Option A is the correct answer. 49th question, which of the following statements are true? 1. We feel the heat of the sun because it is near to earth. 2. We doesn't feel the heat of the stars because they are cool. Option A 1, B 2, C 1 and 2, D neither 1 nor 2. So here guys, second statement, we doesn't feel the heat of the stars because they are cool, is a wrong statement, because the stars are very far from the earth. The earth's nearest star is sun. Okay, the nearest star to the earth is sun. That's why we can feel the heat of the sun, but not the stars. Second statement is wrong. So only one is the correct answer. So option A will be the correct answer. 50th question, the study of celestial bodies and their movements are called. Option A, astronomy. B, geography. The correct answer is option A, astronomy. So coming to the textbook questions. First question is, how old is a planet? How does a planet differ from stars? Okay, planets are not self-illuminating. Okay, they are not illuminating, and second, stars are self-illuminating. So planets doesn't produce their own heat and light, whereas stars produce their own heat and light. That is one of the difference between the planet and earth, sun, stars. So the second question is, what is meant by solar system? The sun with its 8 planets constitute a solar system. Third question is, name all planets according to the distance from the sun. Okay, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. How to remember this? My very efficient mother just served us nuts will be the trick to remember the sequence of planets. Fourth question, why is Earth a unique planet? It is unique because it supports life. Fifth question, why do we see only one side of the moon? Because its rotation is equal to revolution. It takes 27 days to revolve around the earth, and it doesn't show its other side of the other side, because it doesn't shift its position. It revolves around the sun. See, the rotation will take 27 days and the revolution also takes 27 days. One spin, when it turns one spin, that means it rotates one time. Okay, so in that aspect, one rotation is also called, one rotation is one revolution for the moon. So only one side of the moon can be seen. Sixth question is, what is universe? The solar system, stars, asteroids, meteoroids, galaxies, all these constitute a universe.